Probably not, little guy. Just because he strikes me as the type to hold grudges. Let's talk to this little fella here. Yox?
Oh me! Oh my! It's you!
Shouldn't have done it! Shouldn't have done it! No, 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 no! Bad, Yox! Bad! Let's see. Anything? No, you have nothing. That's not surprising. You're a slave. Tell me about yourself. No, 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 no! Bad, Yox! Very bad! Shouldn't have done it! Tell me about your master. No, no, shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have... Is he alive? Is Master alive? He must be. He must. That little imp is too weak to kill a great master. Too small. Yox only pushed him once. Just a little shove. How could Yox know how fast he'd fly off that cliff? Oh, he'll come for Yox. He'll kill Yox. Shouldn't have done it. Oh, if only Yox had courage. If only Yox were brave like a great, brave, heroic imp. He'd march right up to Master and he'd say, "Oh, Yox is too much of a coward to dream of it." Yox scrambled into this cave to hide from Master until the end of time. Do you think Master will find Yox here? Oh, but Yox simply can't run away. His legs are like marmalade. What can Yox do? What can Yox possibly do? Well, I have to say, I don't particularly want to send the imp back to his master. I mean, he probably shouldn't have pushed his master off the cliff, although I do think his master is an asshat. He probably deserved it. But he's so terrified. I don't know. I mean, is it really a good thing for him to stay cowering in this cave forever? Probably not. What is he doing here, cowering here while his master awaits his return? It's time for Yox to face the music. That's right, every action has its consequence, and Yox has to face his. Yeah, you're right, yes, of course. Yox is master's slave, a slave forever must he be. Perhaps if Yox begs, his master will forgive him. Of course, now I'm curious as to what the other options would say.
Bye for now, but only for now.
Bye for now, but only for now. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. So when did I save it? A little while. A few minutes ago. I think we were finished in there, but okay, let's just... I think we'd have to follow him out to see what happens, and we'll go there after. Yeah. I didn't like the idea of him being stuck in here forever. Because, well, well, I think we can go, let's go see if we can catch up to the imp. And see, I think we've already been to that. Because I think the only place we haven't gone is the study itself. I don't know. Let's go to the study first. I'm indecisive. I'm indecisive. Yeah. Alright. We have the key. Unlocked.
The wizard's study. I doubt he'll mind if we help ourselves to any goodies he might have left behind.
Let's talk to the rat.
Why, hello there.
Squeak! Maradino loves to read, but you've got to be quite sharp to find his secret literature.
Bye then.
I don't know if I want to find his secret literature. I'm just guessing, but these guys are gonna come alive? That mouse seems to have a small issue. Alright. Secret area, huh? Secret literature. Is there anything in these jars? I don't see anything in the jars. Aha! Alright, well, pretty sure these guys are gonna wake up as soon as I start poking around. Well, unless, you know, of course, my guys are gonna stand on them and midnight oil. There we go. Maradino in the matchbox. Carul poison breath. That sounds wonderful. Maradino stormy nights. I'm starting to see a bit of, you know, a theme in his book titles here. Marandino's Devouring Greed. Blank Skill, the String Enthusiast. Blank Hair Skull, yes. Minor Dexterity. Okay, we'll figure out that, how to open that in a moment. Sure. Zakum the Forsaken. Latest research. Latest research. Were sheep recipe. Empty potion flask. Skull. Gonna skip the bucket. Oop, there's another empty potion flask. Thank you. Oh, Maraschino's Cold Bones, The Witch and the Beast. So it looks like we're going to have quite a lot of reading material here in a moment. Alright. Let's go over here. Oh, Maradino's Heavy Rains. There we go. So I think we have all the books now. Alright, let's go here. Everybody over here, please. Alright. Ha! The potion is complete, not a moment too soon. I fear the monster is growing bolder by the minute, and soon she may not be nigh unstoppable. She lingers in the shadows, eyeing me eightfold, sizing up my succulent flesh and salivating. My life is a waking nightmare, as ever vigilant I remain lest she appear where I least expect her, poised for the attack. But one sip of this elixir of courage will fortify my every limb and nerve. I'll poise my mighty heel of justice above her minuscule but abominable frame, and in one stomp of my mighty boot, the arachnid threat will be neutralized. Free will Maradino be of her reign of terror, free at last. I must remember this most formula, the fruition of night upon desperate night of experimentation. In case of her thousand sisters determines to take up her abandoned throne in the corner behind the commode. Elixir of courage. Combined 1 apple and 1 pumpkin. He has a spider living behind his toilet that he finds very scary. A were-sheep recipe. Keep your finest sheep's wool for me, will you, father? I'll show you all. Were-sheep armor. Fire a lock of the finest seasonal undead ewe's wool in a fine elemental forge to increase your resistance to all things. Unfair. Okay. That seems a little scattered. Was that written by him? That might have been written by him. Alrighty. Now, I was picking up all these Maraschino books. Now, they're all mixed up with the other ones, which is annoying. Book.
Now to find out what effect that had.
Well, just a wild guess, but it seems to have opened a door. Alright then. Let's It's not the book I thought it was. Ware sheep recipe, mining officer's letter, mine worker's log, prison guard's diary. Okay, let's give him some of these things that I don't believe we need anymore. Mining office letter, the priestess's diary, read. Okay, that one we've already. Leander's spell. Don't think we need that one anymore. No, I think we need that one for the... Okay, never mind. Leandra's lab notes, you can have those. Garkulda's orders. Latest research. Yes. The spider thing, I think you can have that one. This one? That one is blank as well. Let's give that to him. The Witch and the Beast. Read. Deep in the forest there lived a witch called Yar Germain. Her beauty and intelligence were unmatched in the realm, and at the age of 32, Yar Germain decided to spend the rest of her life in the solitude of the forest. Legend has it that she befriended a mighty spirit who lived in the forest, and that she became his lover and gave birth to his child. Sadly, Yar Germain's newborn boy was ugly and looked more like a beast than a man-child. His whole body was covered in brown fur, and as the boy grew up in the forest, he looked more and more like a terrifying animal. He killed innocent people who ventured too near Yar Germain's hut, and so she decided to end her son's pitiful existence. Once the spirit discovered what she'd done, he strangled her. Now he haunts the area around Yar Germain's hut, with the spirit of his son beside him. What a charming tale. Okay. String enthusiast. Alright, let's put that there. Maradino and the Matchbox. As a child, Maradino was fascinated by the ephemeral dance of the flame. Prohibited from tinkering with his mother's matchbox, Maradino nevertheless dreamt of the day he'd be able to master a flame of his own. When he began his studies into the arcane wizarding arts, he came upon a spell that quite fascinated him. Ignitia Capul it was called, and it promised to introduce his supple growing mind to a world of magical fire. Maradino studied the spell long into the night. As the sun crested upon the horizon, he determined to try what he'd learned. Carefully, precisely, he spoke the words on the page. A warm sensation came over him. Was it the fire of knowledge? The power of academic flame within? No, it was his very hair blazing and burning, ever higher into the early morning. Maradino shrieked and dunked his head into his basin. He never attempted the spell again. Okay. You can hold that one. Maradino's cold bones. It has been nearly 3 months since Maradino had seen green. Day after day he gazed from the windows of his father's home, waiting for the torrent of snow to cease. After many weeks of cold, Maradino grew impatient. Who was the winter to decide how long to stay and when to go? Shouldn't a wiser fellow, say Maradino himself, for instance, make such an important decision? So it was settled. Maradino himself would clear winter from the land, and its denizens would laud him as a hero. He swathed himself in furs, and broom in hand, set to the task of sweeping every last snowflake into the bin. He worked for many long hours, but whatever progress he made would be quickly reversed by a constant gentle powdering from above. Maradino wailed. Maradino stamped. He glared into the gray-white sky above him, pointing a finger straight into its colorless mass, and swore, "You will pay for this." Okay. Maradino's devouring greed. Maradino had had enough. His mother had been baking sweet after delicate sweet from morning till noon, yet she had expressly prohibited him from trying even the tiniest crumb of her creations. She'd holler and holler as he cried, but only the words "not for you" and "terrible" and "must promise me" reached his ears between his banshee-like wails. Imagine it! The boot of the matriarch pressed so firmly upon his neck, and those sweets were just laying about, unattouched by his appreciative lips. But Maradino was no tyrant's thrall. No, he devised a plan to steal into the kitchen, while the she-devil of the kitchen went to the outhouse to relieve herself. In less than an hour, she had dashed out, and Maradino had dashed in, stealthy as a gorilla, determined to take what had been denied to him. Maradino had already shoved the fourth little pastry into his mouth when the despot returned. She screamed out and rushed over to our young revolutionary, and without ado began beating him about the back. Amidst his pastry-addled cries, Maradino could only make out such meaningless phrases as rat poison and dead by morning. Let her have her little cookies, decided Maradino later that evening, after having been forced to swallow no small amount of charcoal by way of punishment. They tasted terrible anyway. His mother was making poisoned pastries. He sounds like he had a marvelous upbringing. Maradino's stormy nights. Nothing gave the young Maradino quite such a fright as a thunderstorm. The booming, the banging, the flashing, the fury. It was enough to drive any lad utterly mad. Fortunately for Maradino, he was in excellent company, for his father's dogs felt the exact same way. To prevent the whole brood from nervously chewing their own paws to the bone, Canine and Youth were confined to a deep, dark cellar during times of storm, the dogs calmed and young Maradino with them. There they remained, snug as bunnies, until the storm passed. I have no idea why this guy has all these stories about himself here. Maradino's heavy rains. After a particularly vivid dream, Maradino was struck by an unshakable idea. His lair ought to be tucked deep into the earth, away from the prying eyes and bothersome vagrants. And so he set out with his shovel, prepared to dig himself a palace worthy of one Maradino to the power of 10. He would sit, he imagined, sultan-like amongst his earthly pillars and muddy servants in his hidden mansion. Sky dwellers, scoffed he. What do they know of my ways? Late into the night did Maradino dig, but trouble brewed high up in the much-maligned sky above Maradino. First, a droplet landed directly in Maradino's proud, unshifting eye. In the span of a single blink, Maradino's fortress to be was under attack by 1,000,000 ceaseless, dewy soldiers. The great hole he intended as the foyer quickly filled with a swirling miasma of water, mud, and failure. Maradino trudged back to his father's house, disillusioned by the sky's ill intentions. He would have his revenge. This he swore. The Legend of the Weresheep by Falcon Black. Did we read this one? Legend after legend and rumor after rumor purport how the first weresheep rose, like a gnarled and terrible weed, from the ground. Some say a shepherd paid an evil witch to bless his herd, but soon found his woolly friends grew a taste not for grass, but flesh. Others claim weresheep are the eternal child of the goddess of livestock and the lord of unholy necromancy. But one fact remains true. Every passing year their numbers dwindle. Great mystery surrounds the existence of the last remaining weresheep, but these rift-running death dwellers are difficult to find. He who seeks his own set of weresheep armor will search a lifetime, or longer, before he finds what he seeks. Rumors tell that the final weresheep, solitary in its wanderings, has been sighted only once in the last century. Its location is disclosed in a legendary scroll last seen in the realm of Faerie, free for the taking by any soul brave enough to risk the wrath of the Winter King. Yes, we did read this one. The Last Weresheep. Quickly, must I make my last report. It knows that I've seen it, and any moment now its low, dry bleating will signal its arrival. I cannot escape. I can only hope whatever I write here might, one day, help another hapless seeker. There is but a single weresheep remaining, and its soul is buried deep within the cave of portals, amongst the Immaculates who are so fond of blackest necromancy. The perceptive eye will reveal its location. My time has come. I am doomed to be undone by the woolly horror. Okay, that we did read before, but one of these is new. Read. You have found the third of my... Oh, yeah, that one we've seen before. Actually, what was that riddle? I am the widow's legs, her shining eyes. I'm the seasons in her 2-year life. Which digit am I? I do not know. I, Grutilda. Okay, that one we've already... probably don't need. Weresheep recipe, that's it. No. Alright, well that's all the books. Aside from book. Okay, so I think we've done what we can. Let's look at the... What's been updated? Slaves and Masters. We told the empty should return to Frederick, and we found a recipe describing... Oh, how to brew an elixir of courage. Oh, crap. Crap, 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 crap. I want to undo this now. I want to change what we did. I want to make an elixir of courage and give it to the imp. Oh, crap. Legend of the Weresheep. We found a recipe for making weresheep armor. We need to fire weresheep wool within an elemental forge. Well, let's make the elixir of courage. What was it, a pumpkin and an apple? Maybe he hasn't talked to him yet. Maybe he hasn't. Where is... There it is. Okay, so we need that. I need a pumpkin and an apple. That's if we have pumpkins and apples. I thought we did. I have a lot of food on Braveheart here. You would think I have... Okay, so we have an apple. Let's take one. And we need... So let's swap this here so that I can... No, no, no. No, I want... There we go. So I can actually see this. Let's move this down. And a pumpkin. Just one. Okay, so do I put them together? Unknown item. Alright, we're gonna rush outside before we go... If I'm gonna redo this... Crap. Alright, I don't know what to do, because I don't want to have to redo a whole bunch of it, but on the other hand, I definitely want to do this version of the quest. So, with luck, he will be waiting out there, being too scared to go
Ghost
see it.
Hunters 1, Secretive Absent Wizard 0.
Maradino secret files. Bloodstone shard.
Ah, what have we here?
It's got to be the Bloodstone Frederick is so bad.
Listen closely. Maradino, the omniscient, will lay all bare.
Maradino's ghost. Well, dang it. I don't... Yeah, we might have to undo this, so I don't want to go through this fight here. Alright. I'm going to load back here. How far back do we have to go to not talk to this guy? I think it's right here. Alright. Alright, I'm just gonna go back. Alright. Wonder if we can do this before we've actually learned about how to do it. Let's find out. I think we can just open. Can I put one on... Can I just do this? I can. We created 4 filter of the Fearless Imp. Okay, well we didn't really need 4, but... Now we have 4. Alright. So let's go do this, and then we'll... Hey, Spiral Pulse! Well, I undid some of what I just did, so you didn't miss too much, I don't think. We're currently, running around here, and I'm just... I really hate this sometimes that I need to recheck things. I didn't leave anything here because I saved it just after we finished here. Okay, so there's just a shovel on the ground. That's fine then. Okay. So let's go back. Let's talk to him again. Oh, there were some things to open. Hang on. Oh. Okay.
I don't have the right tool for mining.
No, you don't.
No, no, no! Shouldn't have done it!
Just a second, we're just getting some iron ore, which eventually I will use to make things at some point when we have no money and I really need something. And we'll talk to the imp.
No way out! No way out! Master will kill Yox!
Alright. Let's see if we actually have the option to give him this item. If we don't, then let's send that
Shouldn't have done
instead.
it! Bad! Bad! Bad!
If we don't, then obviously we have to give it to him after, and I'll go back to where we were.
Oh me! Oh my! It's
So
you!
tell me about yourself. Tell me about your master. Okay, continue. Huh. I do not have a new option, despite having this thing. One day you may find the muster the courage to run away and find freedom forever. Yes, yes, Yox will stay forever, forever, and Master will never find Yox, and maybe one day Yox will be... Oh, this is where we have to go. Yes, yes, Yox will stay forever and forever, and Master will never find Yox, and maybe one day Yox will be brave, and then Yox will run free from this cave and free from Master for always. Here, take this elixir of courage. Oh, oh, my friend, you'd give your only elixir of courage to a cowardly little Yox? Yox will never forget this generosity. Drinks elixir. Something's happening. I feel like climbing a tree. No, a mountain. I think my blood's turned to whiskey. I think I could slay a dragon. I think I could face Master.
Bye for now, but only for now.
Alright, I like that better. Don't know if my guys are going to be able to keep up to him. He's very athletic for a little imp. Okay, which way is out? Is this out? This might be out. No, that's not out. Wasn't that out? Maybe that was out. Yeah, there's out. Okay, I just want to go see what happened. And then we'll come back and do the Lair thing.
Can you hear me? Hello? You dare to address me, beast? Kneel before me!
Leg seems bad, Master. Yox wishes you good luck, but now that he's on the lam, he won't be checking in. So long!
That blasted imp!
Okay, I like that. That was worth having to redo a bit. I like that. Now he's gonna be down there complaining. Alright. Let's look at the completed quests. Slaves and masters. We told the imp to stay hidden in the cave. And we gave the potion to the imp and he gained the courage to escape the cave. The imp ran away to freedom. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. So let's get back to what we were doing, which was over here. Alright, so since we kind of been here before, we know why these guys are all lying around.
The wizard's study. I doubt he'll mind if we help ourselves to any goodies he might have left behind.
I don't see anyone here to stop us in any case.
Well, you are missing the bodies lying on the floor there. Braveheart. Just so you know. Alright, well let's collect up the books. We'll just open them again to make sure that we have triggered anything that we are supposed to. And the poor little rat. It's... Try...
Why, hello there.
Yeah, we gotta find his secret literature. Come on, look at it. Latest research, broad skull, empty potion flask, were sheep, skull, flask. Alright, book. That, I think, is the book that we read that is the thing that we're after here. Alright, let's open that, and then we'll look at the bookshelves again. Okay. Alright, so I think we've looked at everything again. Okay, let's stand back over here. I think we have to be closed for that one book to work. Let's open it up, and let's read the things. Read. You can have that. Read. That was the potion that we made for the imp. Where she must be. I guess we'll keep that one here. That's the book.
I wonder what that did.
You're standing right in front of it, Val. You know what that did. Alright, read that. So if Maradino wrote these things about himself, it's kind of interesting, I think. Alright. I also went through these. The last wear sheet, we're keeping that. Dusty parchment, we're keeping that. That's the Grutilda thing. You can have that. Read. You're blank. I guess we'll put you there. I don't know what you're for. Maybe I should keep you. Read. Alright, that goes to Verkill up there. Leandros, I think we're hanging on to that. That. Priestess diary. I guess we'll keep that. Prison guard diary. That can actually go here. The mine worker's log. Mining office letter. Alright, so I think we are now back to where we were before I decided I wanted to reload. Let's do that.
Ghost Hunters 1, Secretive Absent Wizard 0.
We're getting pretty good at this, if I do say so myself. Okay, my guess is when we take that bloodstone shard, that's what caused the issue. Let's read the secret files. You can have that. They will sing Maradino's praises for 1,000 generations. I have learned how to enter the cave of Gungur, the Troll King, and have imbued this very tome with the necessary spell. In the future, I need only bring this book to the ray of light that pierces the magic mushroom ring, which I picked up, and Gungur's treasure will transform from granite to gorgeous gold. Alright, so I know where we're going to use that. Lightning bolt. Do you have lightning bolt? You have blitz bolt. 114 to 157. Well, let's give it to him to look at, I guess, anyway. Do we have any other spell books that's an air shield? Alright, let's give that to him to look at as well, then. Right, so we know how to do the Troll King, which is lovely. But I would like the shard. The problem with wanting that particular shard at this point in time is that it's going to cause a big fight. And I don't think I have the time left in the stream to do that big fight, because I think it's going to take a while. But we're going to do it, and I think Maradino's dead, by the way. That was his ghost we saw earlier, so... Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream a little bit early then, instead of ending it in the middle of a fight, which, you know, would be bad. I think that's the wisest course of action. Actually, what day is it? It is day 38. Alright, well thank you guys very much for watching Divinity Original Sin. I hope you enjoyed it and hope you didn't mind my backtracking there a bit.